Hello, and welcome to a new season of Grand Arena Championships. I'm Heathen13. This is Season 22, Week 1, Round 1. Before I get started today, I wanted to acknowledge a couple of my accomplishments. I don't normally do this, but a couple things happened recently that are a pretty big deal to me. So, first things first, I was able to cross the 1 million lifetime banner mark. So that is pretty sweet. It kind of shows consistency and good results for a long period of time. So I'm really proud of that. So that's one thing. The other thing, there's a Twitch channel called the Escape Podcast, and they run what they call the GA Center. And it's a collection of a bunch of different content creators, people who stream on Twitch or make videos on YouTube, who we're all thrown in together to compete against each other. Not actually compete, but compete with our records to see who can have the best seasons, the most wins versus losses, the most banners, etc. And last season of the GA Center, which covered the last 3 GAC seasons, so 21, 20, and 19, for the first time I was invited to join the GA Center, and in Division 3, I was able to come out on top. So you can see in second place was Yeti. Yeti's an amazing player. He has 4 GLs, or maybe even 5 now. So even though we're in the same division, we would never get matched up against each other. He's a good player and had a great season. And while I'm super proud of the accomplishment of coming in first in this, the reality is that when we started the season, Gridden, the content creator who I'm sure everybody knows, was also in Division 3. And mid-JAC Center season, he moved up to Division 2. And he ended up with only 1 loss as well, just like me, and he would have beat me in banners. So had he not promoted to a different division, I wouldn't have won, but he did, so I did. So that's pretty cool. I'm stoked about that, but that's all old news now. Let's get on to our current new season, and my opponent for today is named Maniac. So let's look at the matchup. So even though this is the first match of the season, I'm not going to spend as much time on the matchup as normal, and I'll tell you why in 1 second. But looking at the overview of the hotbot, I do have most of the green on my side. And when we zoom in here onto the stats, I want to point out a few glaring stats that jump out right away. My opponent only has 360,000 lifetime banners, so he doesn't really play very much. He only has 20 total offensive wins. Never has cleared, and never undersized. So when I saw these stats, I immediately thought he's going to auto set on me and then not attack. So I went on SWGOH.gg to look at his profile, and I was only half right. He doesn't attack. He hasn't made an attack in GAC in over 3 months. But he doesn't auto deploy either. Instead, he sets a crazy FU defense and puts his best teams all on defense, so that not only is he not even going to try to win, but he's going to make his opponent struggle. So that sucks. Looking at our rosters, and he does have the advantage in overall GP, but I have the advantage in top 80 and top 65. We're even on Zetas. I have way more speed. I have more G13s. I have a huge advantage in the mods as well. And we're almost even when it comes to relics. I also have a huge advantage in that I have a GL and he doesn't. In fact, quite a few of the competitors in my group this week don't have a GL, so hopefully I'll get another one of those next round. And ships, we're all even. So knowing that he's going to put all his best teams on defense, let's take a quick look and see what those teams are going to be. Gas is what he's running in Arena, but he's got a Darth Revan squad, a Jedi Knight Revan squad, a Vader team, a crew team. In fact, when I look at this guy's roster, he is 100% ready to go for Supreme Leader Kylo Ren. He's already got his Palpatine and his Vet Han as well. So I'm guessing he is days away from unlocking SLKR, and he just hasn't gotten him yet. So that puts him in a really bad spot when matched up against me, because I have a GL and he doesn't. But essentially, I'm expecting to see almost all or all of these top characters on defense. So, because of work tomorrow morning, I need to get my battles done now. It's the middle of the night here, and hopefully I won't screw up too badly. Let's check out the board. I was expecting this super tough defense, and that is what I got. His Jedi Knight Revan squad, his gas team, a Padme team, but it's kind of wonky because it's got CLS and 3PO and R2 and JTR, so a weird Padme team. Down below, he's got his Darth Revan squad, but he's got Canderous on that. He's got a full crew squad and a Vader Sith team. All these are pretty imposing. I expected it though, so I set a pretty weak defense. Up front, we got Mon Mothma, Grievous, and my own crew. My crew squad looks good, but those are all Gear 13 with no relics except for Sith Trooper, so not that imposing. Down here, I did set my Galactic Legend, but with like my worst Jedi that were passable. I mean, Ayla is Gear 10 and Plo is Gear 11. Some nice sisters, a Lando squad, and in the back I went super light. This is lighter than I think I've ever gone. I put my Ewoks on defense and Karth because again, my opponent hasn't attacked in like 3 months, so I'm not expecting him to attack me either, especially if I can clear his board. So that's the plan. We'll start on the bottom like we always do. I will go straight in against this Darth Revan, and we'll take it from there. And for that, I am going to take my own Darth Revan squad. I do have the speed advantage on him, so even though he's got a bit more relics on his team, I think I should get through this fairly simply. You never know. Malak can always get, a lucky hit off or something like that, but getting the initial fear out there is just so key. And then I'll take out Bastila first, and then I'll get HK before he can one-shot me. Oh, and we're already stuck with Revan. Darth Revan has the death mark, so I have to kill him next, which I guess is fine. There goes HK. Let's get rid of Canderous. Actually, let's shock. We'll use lightning on Malak because he's got a shock on him. That should kill the Candyman. Thankfully, he did that on my own Malak, and this might clean him up for a 60. Fantastic. Alright, so against this crew team, I'm going to take my Padme squad. And my Padme has Cat on it. So I don't have to wait for Jedi Knight Anakin to get his healing immunity off before taking down them if I don't need to. I'm going to go ahead and put this onto the Xi'an on Ahsoka because she assists all the time. And I want to get rid of Hux as quick as I can, and I totally will. So that is a bummer. So now I'm stuck behind crew again, but they are stuck behind Kenobi, and I'm able to cleanse that. Let's see if I can kick OG Kylo. The thinking there was just so he wouldn't keep feeding them turn meter, but I really do want to get Hux out of there. I'm almost already to the leap, and we'll get rid of that taunt so I can get back and get Hux out of here. Almost. Let's hopefully kill him. There you go. Let's turn that, and I think what we're gonna do is we're just gonna force sleep on crew and get him down. That was probably a mistake. I should have done that on OG Kylo because he's the damage here. And I mean, I guess so is Executioner to a certain extent, but it seems like they're going down pretty quick, pretty easy. Let's send in Ahsoka again. We've got 22 sacks of courage on Padme and 24 on Cat, so either one of them should be able to take care of him. There we go. It's actually a little lower than I thought it was going to be. It's so hard to tell with protection versus bonus protection. I thought I had more of my characters at full health, but that's okay. 56 is not terrible. Here against Darth Vader, though, I've got my Jedi Knight Revan, and I'm hoping that that works out fine. I'm a little worried because of all of the anti-Jedi synergy his team already has, and yeah, his Vader went first even. So let's get up some buffs, and we've already got the tenacity up. to hopefully make it hard for everybody to land stuff. And hopefully I can get some ability blocks. Okay, I did. I'm torn. I think I want to get rid of red first. But then I want to get rid of Thrawn next, I think. And the other thing is I have to go quick here because Traya is going to cleanse all of that. As soon as he takes a turn, Traya's unique makes him cleanse all of those debuffs. So I kind of got to move fast here. Nice. I guess my next priority really should be Darth Vader because he's going to go into Merciless and jack us up here. Let's taunt up, I guess. There's Merciless. Okay, so the throw didn't hurt too bad, but he's just going to steal banners left and right. Yeah, he basically stole banners on everybody. And now they even got the Isolate up on Old Ben, so Old Ben is no longer taunting, essentially, excuse me. I don't think anybody's going to die here, so I'm going to heal up a little bit and take down... Let's take down Traya, actually. Maybe that's a mistake, because this probably was a mistake. DP has the AoE, can steal a lot more banners that way, but currently Palpatine is ability blocked. Can I get banners back? Let's call Jedi Knight Revan. I don't think I'm going to be able to get any of this protection back. I don't have enough time to assist enough to do it, so I'm just going to go ahead and take him out as quickly as possible so we can see what's in the back zone. Yeah, only a 56. And in the back we have more tough stuff or trash. Mostly trash. So we know we have lots of teams that can beat these ones. Let's go back to the front, to the top rather, and take those out. The only concerning team here really is gas, because it's changed and I'm not sure if the CLS counter is going to work the same way. I've heard it does, but this will be my first time doing it. So we'll cross our fingers that everything works the same as it has been. And if not, I have my Jedi Knight Luke as a backup just in case. I also have my gas team that I guess I could use as well. And I could figure out something else for Jedi Knight Revan. But it would be nice if this just works and we can get him to sit down quick enough. And really it's getting his the clones down fast enough is the key. So he'll sit, and let's pile in on 5s. Kind of fortuitous, the timing there of the mass assist right when it started. I'm tempted just to do the AoE to get him down. Let's do that. Let's do the AoE, get 5s down. Some more AoE. And it looks like we got them all. Very nice. And now we just have to survive. Not going to get max banners, but it worked. Alright, next thing, we have got this Jedi Knight Revan. So we will take my own gas. And I'm tempted to go like a little short and leave one of them off, but I don't think I'm going to. There's plenty of time to get the undersized teams and all that kind of stuff in there. Let's just go ahead and beat them down. I'm trying to see who their biggest threat is damage-wise. I think it's probably Jedi Knight Revan himself, so I'm going to go after him first. I don't have to worry about Jolie at all because once we exhaust Savior like we just did, nobody's going to revive because of Jedi or of Gas's leadership. So we'll just take him down, and then I think I'm going to go after Ahsoka next. Well, it looks like they're just going to die from counterattacks. So Bassie's almost dead. Kill her. I can't get to Ahsoka because she's stealth, so I guess she'll be last instead of first. Alright, so this Padme team is not a normal Padme team. It's kind of a weird hybrid, but I'm still going to treat it like it's a Padme team because enough of them are Galactic Republic. So I'm going to go in here with Traya, and I'm going to add Thrawn onto that. Where are you, Traya? somewhere. Shoot. Treya. Oh, there we go. We'll take Dooku off. We'll put Thrawn in. And I think this should still work out alright. We have the pre-taunt with Sith Empire Trooper. And I'm going to go ahead and pass that to Treya so I can isolate on Padme. And I think, well, I was going to say I think I'll fracture CLS, but they're all in stealth, so I don't think I'm doing any of that. I'm reluctant to fracture Padme too, so I'm just going to attack her at the moment. Let's get rid of all the stealth. There we go. Now I can increase all their cooldowns, and I'm going to fracture CLS. And then we'll go in on Jedi Training Ray. So our Annihilate is up already next turn. Even though I fractured CLS, I still think he's the biggest threat, so I think I'm going to annihilate him first. Because really, the only people who are being affected by Padme's courage are C-3PO and R2-D2. I'm going to go and cleanse to the Empire Trooper. Maybe that was a dumb move, because we're not going to get his protection back. But I'm trying to keep him alive at this point. I think this is pretty well in hand. We keep Padme isolated the whole time. And as soon as JTR is down, they won't really have any more threats. Let's fracture her, in fact. And I mean, R2-D2 is there and does a little damage here and there, but I'm not really worried about it at all. Oh, I should have been targeting Rey there. That was silly. And let's try to get some protection back over here on Scion. And we missed. Let's get rid of Padme. And then Rey will be next. We're not going to waste the... fracture on her. So we'll just kill her and move on to R2. I don't think I'm going to get any banners back here at this point. I think it is what it is. Maybe I can get something back on Scion. I don't think so. Possibly. Let's see if we can extend just for a second. See if we can get an attack with Scion. No, it doesn't look like it. Oh, maybe. He's got pain. We should get some protection back. Nice. So all of those worked really well. I kept both my GET2 ships for offense because I didn't know what he would set. So there's his negotiator, funky comp, and his finalizer. Normally I like to do my malevolence against negotiators, but he's got such a weird comp. I think I'm just going to jump in and mirror match it because I think I should get more banners that way. That's the hope anyway. And I think that is as far as I'm going to go. Is that reckless? It is reckless, but that's okay. If I lose this battle, I'll bring in my malevolence and I'll bring something else against finalizer. So the nice thing here is he is 100% available just to go straight after. Let's see if we can get through his undying loyalty right away, and he's gone. So this should be a quick battle. We'll bring in Plo to heal up a little bit. It would be really nice to be able to get close to max banners. I'm just going to go ahead and attack and kill him. I was trying to decide whether or not I wanted to give extra protection to Anakin, but I didn't need to. Interesting. So Falcon with his negotiator. I almost feel like he doesn't quite auto set, auto deploy, but he kind of just does like who are my top like galactic power characters, both ships and characters, and that's how he decided and just kind of loosely makes a team, just like that Padme squad was kind of odd. We're not going to bring out another reinforcement because I don't want to lose protection unnecessarily. And it looks like I'm all full up, so this should be pretty decent score. Alright, then we have his finalizer. We'll go Malevolence there. And that way, again, we can undersize it. Start working on those feats. Along with trying to boost my banners back up. This GAC Center season, I will not be taking number 1 in Division 3 because the amazing Calvin Awesome will now be in my division, and I get on some decent win streaks, but he just never loses. So I fully expect him to take the first spot. And even if he were to lose and I was to lose, I mean, even we both went undefeated, he gets such high banners. I think he's made Premier Kyber Champion, like the number 1 spot, 5 different times. My best finish is, I think, number 59 or something. So, yeah, it's not even a contest. He is going to take number 1, and I am totally fine with that. I just want to represent well and try to do my best. I mean, I want to win every single time, basically. But yeah, banners-wise, I'm going to be far, far behind him. And even in this particular match, with the defense that this guy has set on me so far, I've dropped quite a few banners already. So if we can make some up here in ships, that would be lovely. Sadly, only a 61. Malevolence, it's super reliable in getting wins, but it is super unreliable on banners. Alright, going back to the back, let's do this as efficiently as I possibly can. I think that I can go against this Night Sister squad and just bring in Palpatine, Vader, and Watt. Now, Watt doesn't do anything for me in terms of, you know, the defense penetration and all that, but he still does deny the other team from reviving. So I'm pretty sure these 3 alone should be able to do it. I was tempted to put Gideon in there as well, just to make sure, but basically I'm gonna put the damage tech over on Vader, and I'll put the tank tech, I guess, on to Palpatine, and then I should be able to just Force Crush, Merciless, and kill these Night Sisters off just one by one, and they will not come back. And let's Force Crush over here on Zombie, take out Initiate, and then we just got to kill Zombie once, and as long as we get the kill on Asajj with Vader. So let's stay on Zombie to ensure our Vader is our kill. And then that should do it. Excellent. Alright, we will do the obligatory nest solo here on the Ewoks. They are all gear 12, so there's a little tiny bit of me that, you know, pauses and says, do I really want to do this? Or do I need to put something else in there with it, like Hermit Yoda or something? But I double checked Paplu. His Paplu has virtually 0 potency, so there's really no chance of getting stunned, and that's usually the only thing that is a potential problem. So I'm going to hit auto, and we'll fast forward this and hopefully come out the other side victorious. And for some reason I said Poplu about the potency, but it's really Logray who you have to check. I don't know why I confused them. It's been a week off of GAC and it's late at night, and yeah. So that was a really tough start. A lot of drop banners there in the front because he set a really tough defense up front. But those soft teams in the back really allowed me to make up a lot of banners. So I'm really happy with a 2485 against that defense. A good way to start the season. I do not expect him to attack at all. If he does, I'll let you know in the comments. But I'm calling this a victory. I want to say thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again in next round.